And you'll notice these are all injury questions, pretty much. Last year, I had a partial tear of the ACL in my right knee. Anterior cruciate ligament, for those of you in Bowie. All right. I'm 25 years old, and the first doctor I visited said I needed surgery, which I didn't do for a few reasons, including the pandemic. The pandemic. Yeah, you couldn't do. You realize that if you'd had a melanoma, that you couldn't have had surgery during the pandemic?
We got to stop saying that. We got to say the government response to the pandemic.
Government response to the
pandemic. Because it's not the goddamn pandemic.
No, it's the panic over the pandemic created by the government and their lapdog media. That's why. That's why you didn't have surgery. I recently went to the doctor again, but I still can't do the surgery right now, so I decided to go to another doctor and ask for a second opinion. This second doctor said that my knee's pretty stable and that I should continue to do some physical therapy and start to strengthen my leg muscles in the gym, and that I shouldn't worry too much about doing the surgery right now. Considering that this second doctor also lifts, I believe that he has some understanding of training with an injury. I can squat to parallel without pain, just some swelling sometimes, and deadlift without any problems. So you want to know what to do. Let's see, squat.
Do the program.
Press, deadlift, do the program. So you got a partial tear of your ACL. Who doesn't? You know how many people in the NFL right now are playing with ACL tears that they either don't know they have or don't want anybody to know they have? I really honestly have heard estimates of like 50% of the people in the NFL have got an ACL tear. Yeah. I've had no ACL in my right knee for 26 years. Squat, deadlift, cleaned with it. Never any trouble without an ACL on my right knee. You know, you people have a tendency to give doctors too much authority over your own shit, right? This ACL thing, you're being afraid to do something because a doctor told you something. It's just like wearing a mask. It's just like your doctor is Anthony Fauci for the world, right? Anthony Fauci tells everybody one day that masks are no big deal, nobody should wear them, and then a couple of months later, everybody needs to be in a mask. And the first time he said no masks, you went, no masks, thank God. And then, and then the second time he said put a mask on, you went, because Anthony Fauci told you. You people are disappointing because you cede authority to people who do not merit that authority because you are intellectually lazy. You refuse to think for yourselves. If you could squat down to parallel without pain, is anything wrong enough to keep you from doing it with a 45-pound bar, and then with a 50-pound bar, and then with a 55-pound bar, and with a 60-pound bar, and so on and so forth, until you're back up to 365? And if something is wrong, what will happen during the process of going from a 45-pound bar to 365? Well, you know this. If you've been training, you know the process. You know how it works. But you go to a doctor, and the doctor says, I need to do surgery on your knee before you can do anything else. And you just swallow what he says. You ate a giant plate of shit, didn't you? Because a man told you to, here, eat this shit. This we're destroying ourselves with this level of blind, slave-like obedience. This is a mild example of it, but it's the same mechanism. Okay, everybody understand what I'm saying?